First of all, starting with the great name of Allah, who is the most merciful and kind. So, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Tulekhan. I am here with you on a new topic, which is violence and prevention. Basically, if we look the definition of violence, it in general view, it is the use of force to kill or injure or abuse others. It means that you are going to violence someone or someone hurt in the result of injury or kill or abuse. That's called violence. And violence look like this: a man doing violence at women, that's the violence. Psychological violence, physical violence, and domestic violence, these are the all types of violence. uh, Definition of violence is that violence defined by World Health Organization as the international use of psychological force or power, threatened or actual against oneself, another person, or against a group or community that either result in has a high likelihood of resulting in inquiry, death, psychological harm, and maldevelopment or deprivation. It means that person who's going to be a violence against a group or a community, the result has injury, death, psychological harm. That's called the simple definition of violence. An overview of violence is that focusing attention on needs, understand community view, where people are experiencing domestic violence. So you can see that the domestic violence is spreading overall. At the rural area, domestic violence has been spreading since many years. In between 1993 and 2012, the rate intimated partner violence declined 67%. This is very long percent, no? Between this is the result. This is the report of conducted from different sources, different parts of websites. Oh, and I collected them for you. So you can read that there are the percentage of females homicides decreased 35%, and rate intimates partner homicides male decrease 46. And this is the very pictures. You can see that the violence is in the minds. Content: the globally violent states that live more than 1.5 million people annually, just over 15 due to suicide, and some 15 to homicide. Just this is the very rare and deep explanation you can read and note your points. I have mentioned this because I am making short video. This is the just simple little introduction. And types of violence: when we are talking about types of violence, so I told you that structural violence, domestic violence, and physical, psychological, these are the types of violence. And one of amazing things in this violence which you mentioned, that honor killing, sati, what we call sati. This is the things. uh, Typology of violence is that violence can be broadly categorized according to characteristics of those community violent acted: self-directed violence, interpersonal violence, community violence, collective violence, social violence, political violence, and economically violence. Types of violence: self-directed violence. And self-directed violence is subdivided into suicidal behavior and self-abuse. Former include suicidal thoughts, attempted suicide, called parasites, and elaborate self-injuries. In some countries, incomplete suicides. Self-abuse in contrast includes acts such as self. Interpersonal violence is that interpersonal violence, family, intimates, partner violence, when husband doing violence, or family violence. These are the all parts of interpersonal violence. Domestic violence, also called considered interpersonal violence. Of this, Community violence, you can see the community violence uh, when generally when we are talking about random acts of violence, rape, assault, struggles happening in the community. This is the called community violence. We have one motive that unite the women against collective violence is subdivided into socio political economically. This is the rare definition I have mentioned. This is the pictures. You can see that every woman is considered weak because behind woman there is a stronger man. So we are just going to be understand that talking about the woman's strategy which she has to make. Causes of violence can be attributed to single factor. It can complex occur at different level. The following level visions and social ecological is found used in study of violence: personal and family violence, community. Solution and prevention of from violence. There are many solutions, but I have mentioned that there are some ethical solutions that you can understand easily, and you need to use in your daily life. It can be rare pictures I have mentioned there, so you can see that the women are beating violence against women. They are finally these are the solution I have mentioned. Clearly you can easily